So I have officially peaked on YouTube since I am entering my Tana Mojo era by doing a Lyft story time. So guess who had the flu? Got it right after I came back from Seattle, so thanks a lot, UW. The flu sucked, but I'm happy that it happened in my house where I could fully relax and I had my parents to help take care of me, and I'm grateful that I went on the trip even though I got sick because of it. But now that I'm back home, I can film a video that I've wanted to film for the longest time now, and I've been itching to film this, but I knew that if I waited and filmed it at home, it would be 10 times better, and that's my Lyft horror story. Yeah, let's talk about it. So in case you didn't know, I go to school in Georgia. It's like a 40-something hour long drive to get over there. So I did not bring my car to school, which means I heavily rely on public transportation. I walk everywhere, I take the bus, and if I have to, I take Lyfts and Ubers. So back in October, I needed to go to my friend's place that was way out on the other side of town for a table read because I was in her movie. I do what I normally do. I open my Lyft app and I request a ride. But my first little red flag, which sounds like I'm being dramatic and being snobby, but hear me out. When I requested her, she was around the corner. And she still was for those 15 minutes, lapping my dorm. Just kept going round and round. And I was like, well, this is annoying, but you know what? I'm early, I can wait, no big deal. But after waiting, she showed up and I got in her car, and let's just keep this in mind. In the back seat, there was a booster seat, which means at some point, a child has been in this car or is going to be in this car. It's just there, but we'll talk about that later. So I start making myself comfortable and she starts driving, but almost immediately she turns around and asks, "Excuse me, am I in the right lane?" I don't know. I'm sorry. Why are you asking me which way to go? I don't know. I can see on your dashboard that you have a GPS on your phone. I just feel like you shouldn't ask your passenger, but all right. It was kind of weird. I keep going and I'm not really paying attention because I'm not driving. But then I realize she gets into the lane to go to South Carolina. So if you're not familiar with the layout of Savannah, specifically where I am in Georgia, it is right on the border of South Carolina, but it's separated by the Savannah River, and the only way to get to South Carolina is this gigantic bridge. Once you get going, there's no like turnabout, you know, you go. I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm early, you know, we'll go across the bridge and we'll come back. But no, she realized that she made the mistake. Oh, darn, this is the wrong way. I'm gonna have to make a U-turn. She does a U-turn on the freeway entrance ramp. Not like a miraculous Fast and the Furious type deal. One of those. And as she's doing that, people from the exit ramp are coming at us 60 miles per hour, honking. We were almost T-boned. It was terrible. Sir, if you would just stop honking at me, then maybe I can make my turn. So after doing this for about 30 seconds, she then continues. And now I'm starting to get a little panicked. I'm like, okay, maybe I can't relax. I need to like actually pay attention to what's going on because what? So yeah, my friend did not live in South Carolina, but she did live enough of a distance where she should have taken the freeway. She didn't. She took back roads. And when you take back roads, you pass a lot of like gas stations and woods and abandoned houses and railroad crossings. Railroad crossings. I'm not waiting for this. She floored it, the lights were going, the thing was coming down, I saw the train. Don't wait to die. So the first thing was bad. The second thing was also awful, and two wrongs do not make a right. They make for a bad review, but I'll get into that in a second. She keeps going down this back road, which eventually leads us to the middle of nowhere. I still have no clue where we were. It was just totally desolate woods. So, is this your friend's place? No, this is not her apartment. Well, I'm just following what the gadget tells me to do. So then I had to teach her how to use her GPS, and we had to go the other way for a good chunk of time, turn off on this other random road, and finally we made it to this relatively busy strip. Nothing too civilized, but a lot of traffic was going through. But as we're driving, I'm realizing on my phone the address is wrong, and I still to this day I don't know why, because when I looked up the address, like my friend's apartment came up just fine. but on the app for some reason it just said that my friend lived in the middle of the street. So I look down and I feel like the car pull over or whatever, so I start texting my friend being like, hey, can you like give me the name of your apartment complex? Something is wrong, like I don't know why it's not working. And then I look up, oh, she didn't pull over. She pulled into the left-hand side of traffic's turning lane. Because of course she did. Why would you pull over to the side of the road when you can just pull over there as cars are coming towards you? Listen, if you want to get to your friend's place, you're gonna have to call another Lyft. Okay, can you just drop me off at the car dealership? It's right over there so I can get out safely. Get out. And I booked it. I ran, I grabbed myself, I didn't even say thank you, I just ran, and then I had to run through multiple lanes of traffic, tried not to get hit by a car. In that moment, I felt like when you hijack a car in GTA and you just throw the NPC out, I felt like that NPC. They just run and then they wait. I wish that I had like photos or video from that day, but I only have this one clip. I'm here on the side of the road. I did not call another Lyft. I was kind of done with that, but I was able to call my friend and she was able to pick me up. But yeah, I made it to my friend's house safely and everything was fine. We all had a good chuckle about what just happened. And then I went ahead and got on the Lyft app and gave her no stars, gave her an awful review, and reported her. And then later that night, I got a refund. I got 25 texts from Lyft being like, I am so sorry, this is not how we expect our drivers to be, this whole thing sounds really terrible, why did she drop you off in the middle of the road? I think I got her fired, which I could feel really bad about, but she should not be driving. But let's call back to what I was talking about earlier. Booster seat in that car. Kids should never drive with this lady. So now I have this fear when I call for a Lyft in Savannah, even though I do think she's no longer driving for Lyft, that it will be her. I've told this story to a good chunk of my friends, but I wanted to make one video talking about all of it, just so it has a permanent location on the internet for multiple people to enjoy, including strangers. If you were my Lyft driver, this is really awkward. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and dislike it if you absolutely hated it. Comment down below the train emoji if you watched this entire video. If you're a real one. Subscribe for more videos that I make in the future because yeah, I'm back at home, meaning I'm hanging out with my hometown friends and I can make videos at any hour. I can be as loud as I want because I don't have any roommates. What are they gonna do? Give me a noise complaint? Anyway, thank you so much. I hope this video made you laugh and have a magical day.
Be safe around trains. A message from Metro.